That disc is not slowly losing itself, which it's the rocks and it started chipping, and those always get the most amount of abuse. But came over here and I was like,
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
welcome back to the channel. So this morning we got fuel on farm, finally paying good rates. That's kind of why I wanted the 7520 back, so we could have that filled up, but no point in bringing it back. So we rolled in here last night, took the fertilizer truck and the white truck back. Our Vivor transfer tank is full. The 4640 is full, the 27 is full, and we had to pull the electric pump off because it was pushing back up through. It was kind of weird, but hopefully this thing doesn't leak. Guy who dropped off fuel, real nice guy, younger guy, and he's like, this is probably one of the worst tanks I fill. And I said, I know. I said it was priced right for me. So he's working on getting me a skid from them. As far as I only use their fuel, which I'm perfectly fine with because it is priced extremely nicely. But we got 220 gallons in that, I think he put on. I got 380 gallons total between the four tanks. And what we're gonna do this morning is finish up discing over there, get back here, run the rest of this fertilizer out, and then from there we can drop the tender back, or the fertilizer spreader back off, and point our direction in getting planting. So they say that it's supposed to rain this afternoon. I doubt it, to be honest. So this is what we worked up last night. Got the fertilizer worked in some. It's more aggressive ground, less organic matter, stuff like that. This side has quite a bit of rock and ledge in it. So what I'm gonna go do, what a life he lives. What I'm gonna go do is work the out back 2 sections, and then I'll come up do this last. That way, if we break something, I'm at least further ahead. But yeah, the discs are getting pretty abused in this ground, as you can see. So I wish I had a no-till planter, but it is what it is. We got a little bit of ledge in here too, but that worked up pretty good. Down in the bottom, my ground stops right there. So that other field's got corn. It is popping up. It is the neighbors, one of them, actually, where I went and got the table from. So they do a great job. Rain is going north of us. It's cooling down, so I'm hoping it does come south a little bit and we get at least something. Wouldn't be a bad thing to have some rain, some moisture in this soil, and go planting into it tomorrow. So I'm doing overlapping, so I'm hitting everything twice. Yeah, it's definitely pouring north, like up in Lowville area, stuff like that, from what Snapchat has told me from my buddies. Almost halfway done with this. I'd say over halfway, and then we still got more to do. The best boy coming back from whatever he just did in the woods. Probably hood rat things with his friends. Oh boy. So I was gonna leave this in grass, and Tristan, who I rented from, said it's usually wet. It's a dry year right now. I don't really want to have to sneak down here to get into here, so I'm doing a pass and seeing if I can break it up instead of coming over with the mow boards and figuring out what's under the ground here. I had to run back because I never uploaded the YouTube video this morning. I was like, I'll have it all done by then. Today's taking longer than I've expected, but with the ledge and hitting that one field twice, doing that other one, yeah. But as we see on the road here, So I'm headed back to the field now. Granted, that field's dry, but it actually rained a significant amount, I'd say, down at the home farm. I don't think up there it got as much rain. We're gonna find out. So once we get this done, we might be done for the day as far as any of that side, which could be good because I got to catch up on some things. We need to get some stakes to finish spreading fertilizer. I wanted to get the tender back to them because it is $100 a day for the rental. So I'd rather not pay for 3 days but it's got fertilizer in it. So, well, yeah, there's some moisture, which is good. We'll have to check the rain gauge when we get back. Probably only a tenth or less, but that little bit of moisture will be good for the surface, and once we get grass off, we'll be rocking and rolling again. So I know places north got rained out again, and Frank still has ground that's too wet to fit, so I guess we're okay. Oh yeah, we didn't get enough rain to mount to nothing, but it's windy again. Windy and chilly, which ain't a bad thing. We did have some carnage. Our outside disc is gone. We're just working on some ledge. If you guys don't know where we're at with this stuff. Honestly, I wish I had a no-till planter, but at the same point, I put all my fertilizer up front. So I'm battling some of this stuff with ledge, and there's some bigger stuff here. And that's kind of how it goes. I cut the fertilizer back over here because of the organic side, but everything over here is going to get sourced because it does kind of thrive in that lower end organic side of it, where it wakes the microbes up. What Nate was explaining to me was like, you're really, really good soil as far as high organic matter, but hasn't been farmed. I'm gonna go chase the bird. Hey, not in the road. Okay, don't listen to me. The microbes are kind of lazier on that side of it. When you get into some of this soil, the microbes are aggressive, but source gets them going. I think that's how the terminology worked out, but I'm not an agronomist, so don't quote me on all that. But we'll finish up here. We got this cornfield a little bit out back, and that's it. There's more ground here than I thought as far as time wise. Last night we ran a bunch of it. Yeah, and I made the comment earlier about, or previous videos, that I'd plant 100 or 25 acres an hour, 20 to 22. I meant 12, and the disc go 22 to 24. That's what I was running last year. But in this ground here, you can't run it wide open. Well, it figures. Ooh, it's actually very nice out. A little chilly, but feeling good after being in a warm cab. So we got everything worked up, except for this little bit right here. I started looking back, and so we're working it down just a little, but you see the fertilizer sitting on the surface still. I want that buried, so it's where it should be. And I do see we got some turkeys coming in here, so I was told that the outside rows are going to get eaten no matter what. But that disc is not slowly losing itself, which it's the rocks, and it started chipping, and those always get the most amount of abuse. But came over here and I was like, ha! Well, that's cool. So I'm glad these front, the back ones only have 2, but these front gangs have 3. I've welded those before and ran it for like a day and then got spare parts, because if they're different, if I can remember, well, the previous set that I was running, there's 3 different styles on it. I don't know if these have 3 different styles. They bent different ways. These all actually look the same, to be honest. The other ones went out at an angle, but maybe these are all the same, which would be handy. Then I can get 2, so I got a spare kicking around. But I'll call Salem or Hoover's in the morning. Hoover's had the other ones previously, but Salem, you know, we got the boys over there. But I knew it was a matter of time till we broke something. And honestly, Frank broke one the other day. But we're out here and Yeah, it's got some, well, you can pick up and go over this stuff, but I'll just send it for this pass and a half, and then we'll park it up. Probably weld that one up, because honestly we got 10 acres of mellow ground that we got to just finish at home, and not the best thing to do, weld on a spring steel, but it will get us through. Then we can focus on planting. So the neighbors that I picked up that table at, he actually texted me and said, hey, how's your disc like and that? And I said, blades are not, see, this is what happens. The blades start hit a rock, starts. I'm glad I got rock flex. So I know we talked about these blades having a bunch of life left in them, but after this, maybe not. But plan is to set that planter up so we can do no-till, so that if we're running this ground next year, we can come in and do a good job with it. I'd like, if I'm running this ground in the future, I'd like to get cover crop on it, put more organic matter back into the soil, kill it off, plant into it. I think that would be the best stuff for this. Granted, the soil at the home farm is, organic matter is super high compared to a lot around, or the average, I guess. Ooh, we almost lost this too. These were my makeshift bolts. That'd be the second one I think we've lost. Yeah, because this one doesn't have one. But alrighty, so that's where we're at. We gotta get some adhesive, because, well, it didn't stick very well, but we did put it in. So we got Dynamat, and then that, so it is quieter in the cab than normal ones. Cab kit from Fear, F-A-H-R, Fair cab kits. Been good. Like, I really enjoy it. It's holding up. If Yanko rides against it like that all the time, it's like that, it's good. The floor mats in these things are extremely rare, so if anybody comes across one, don't say call these people. I'm saying if anybody ever comes across one that isn't all abused, hit me up. And I know you can cut these out, but they indent down and they wrap around stuff like they're custom. So, alrighty, I'm gonna jump out. I gotta go bring that hitch pin back to the neighbors that I borrowed when I took the table. It's been sitting on the gooseneck for quite a little bit. Sometimes you just gotta soak it in. So, yeah, we battled some things over here, but I'm very happy with it. The discs took a beating, which I knew they were gonna, but I think it's gonna work up nicely. We'll get corn into it. We can't push the corn planter real aggressive over here. I'd rather not. You start breaking things and bending stuff, and it's kind of a newer, everything on it's only seen, so I did 150 acres at 8 rows. What's that work out to? 40 some, not even 27. Let me do the math now as we're sitting here. Calculadora, 150 divided by 8, 18.75. So yeah, each row's seen 18 acres, so we should be good for a while with that planter as far as all the wear parts, the openers, the firmers, the press wheels, yeah, all of that. So over here it should be good. I'm very excited. It goes down over the hill and around the other road. Actually, you can get in off there, so we don't have to pull buggy or trucks up and out through here or run the combine up. So all this is here, all that. We did that last night, and then I moved to a really nice, like that is a hell of a view. So over that mountain, Cherry Valley, down through the middle, there's just some good ag around here, and I really enjoy it. You go north, and that's, you get into the bigger areas and whatnot, and like we were up there passing farms and whatnot. But in this area, there's good people, really good people. There's good people everywhere, but I got some good neighbors, and I'm excited to see where my life goes. Headed back. It's windy. I got a tractor. So the little kid that's been following me around, we went Tractor Supply a while ago. He got tractors and he got some flowers. And my garlic is absolutely killing it. But how much rain we get? Oh, yeah. Maybe a 20th. Nothing to really amount to. So, alrighty. We're gonna call it a night. Yanko's ready to go to bed. Well, no, he's gonna party for the next few hours. We'll edit some video. I gotta organize some of my life. I'm gonna turn some lights on in here. I appreciate you guys watching along. Little short video. Not every day is gonna be amazing. We battled some things in the last week. Me going out discing, stress relief. Just put them in the ground. Talk to you guys when stuff comes up. This is not trash. That's all still clothes that I gotta move in. We've only been living here for like 2 months, 2.5 months now. So, alrighty. Me and Yanko are gonna go and have dinner. I appreciate you guys watching along. I'm excited to put the planter in the ground. So, see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.